Love, peace, and blessings, health conscious community. This is Sakina with Natural Max Health. And I know it has been a very long time, and for that I do apologize. The purpose of this video is to explain why, to let you know a little bit about my company and what my missions and goals are, which is something that I failed to do the first time.
Heal your body and not your symptoms. Be a survivor, not the victim. Treat your body right.
Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. I'm living my life at its best, y'all. No stress, good health, I'm blessed, y'all. If you want me to be my guest, y'all.
So just a little bit as to why I got into natural healing. For some time, I was the fitness expert amongst friends and families and co-workers. And in addition to getting a lot of questions about fitness, I gradually began to get more and more health-related questions. So that, combined with my own health issues and my frustrations with traditional medicine, led me down the road to natural healing. So a little bit about myself. I was actually born with digestive issues and diagnosed with eczema at 9 months old. And although I know that there were some things done to treat the eczema, which was really just a symptom of the digestive disorder, nothing was done to treat the digestive disorder, only the symptom. So as I got older, although the eczema that I was born with that pretty much plagued my whole body as a young child, from what I've been told, even though it went dormant, for the most part, I had some flare-ups here and there, but for the most part, it went dormant as I got older. The unresolved digestive issue that I had just escalated to many more problems. And I was in the doctor's office so often with just a host of symptoms that I was dealing with. Now, what I know now that I didn't know then is that those symptoms was all related to the digestive issues. And it got to the point where the list was so long, and I would go to the doctor, and for the most part, they would be just as confused as I was, or they would look at me and allude to the fact that perhaps I was just crazy and it was all in my mind. And it just got to the point where I feel like when I'm talking to them, when I'm trying to explain, what's going on, that they just was not listening to me. And that frustration, led me to try to find my own resolutions. And like I said, that combined to the increased amount of family and friends coming to me with health-related questions is what really encouraged me to go down that pathway to natural healing. So many of the symptoms that I had associated with the digestive disorder, which I didn't understand at that time, I don't think at that time that I even knew that I was born with a digestive disorder, I was able to reverse many of them just through diet alone, just through exercise. Like I said, I was known as a fitness expert. And just by making sure, that I got sun. I knew then how important the sun was. So in addition to being able to resolve my own health, many of my own health issues, I was also able to help so many other people. And that really boosted my confidence. But unfortunately, it gave me a false sense of reality of what natural healing is. And I was really led to believe that it was all about proper eating, proper nutrition, exercise, getting rest and getting sunlight. And I learned in a very hard way that it's a lot more than that. It's a lot more than that. Throughout my journey, the reason why I've been away for so long is, like I said, I was diagnosed with the eczema at 9 months. So For the most part, it went dormant. When I got older, I would have a flare up every now and then on my hand or my arm or something like that. And I would just put hydrocortisone cream on it. So while I was in, herbal school, learning, I got a flare up once again on my hand. Now, at this point, I already have my business name made out. I already have my slogan, which is heal your body, not your symptom. So naturally, I have to practice what I'm going to be teaching. So I didn't reach for that tube of hydrocortisone cream. I said, I'm going to do this all the natural way. And I did it based off what I had been learning is what I thought was right. I already had the diet, a good diet, as far as I knew. And to me, what I thought I really need to do from what I was learning is detox, cleanse my colon, cleanse my blood. Although I had gotten a lot of colonics as a child, because when I would have outbreaks, my mom and stepdad they tried their best to get to the root of it with the knowledge that they had, and also to the herbalists that they sent me to. I was sent to herbalists as a young child. So that's what I thought had to be done, and nothing could be farther from the truth. What I learned was that there's so much more to natural healing than detoxing, cleansing your blood, cleansing your colon. There's so much more to it than, a good diet, which is very important. There's so much more to it than exercising, getting sun, getting rest, which are all very important things. But I learned that I didn't have all the answers, and I was not even close. So I learned a lot. And the biggest thing I learned is that when you have these issues, you have to get to the root of it. You don't just treat symptoms. A lot of the people that I meet with headaches, Crohn's disease, IBS, lupus, kidney stones, whatever their issues may be, I know a lot of times they probably think I'm nitpicking or I'm getting too far deep, but I learned from my own experience that you have to get to the root of it. You have to treat the root of it. In my case, and I do apologize for saying so much. I'm trying to get out of the habit of that. But what I've learned was my main problem that I had to get to the bottom of was the digestive issues. But at the time, I didn't know. So sometimes you may have to ask questions to get to the bottom of it. What did I have as a child? Did I have any issues as a child? So in addition to learning that I had to reverse a digestive issue that I had, I also learned through the process that whatever illness you have, whatever sickness, whatever disease, for the most part, it is due to toxicity and damage to your cells. Our cells, you have to look at it, your cells as being the foundation and your body as being the structure. So when your foundation is sick, when your foundation is toxic, then your structure, your body is going to be sick and toxic. Your cells form together to make tissues, then your tissues form together to make glands. So if your cells are sick, your tissues are going to be sick, and your glands are going to be sick. And if left unresolved, it's going to cause more and more serious health issues, and unfortunately, even death. Once again, what I learned through this journey is that you have to heal the cells in order, the foundation of the body, for the structure to be healthy. You really have to heal your body at the cellular level in order for healing. You have to get to the root cause. If you don't get to the root cause, you're just going to get more and more problems. Traditional medicine typically just masks the problem. And like I said, throughout my health journey, I was able to reverse a lot of illnesses and a lot of the sickness and symptoms that I had. But when it got to the eczema, I had another flare-up, a really bad flare-up, and it just didn't work just doing traditional things. And once again, as an adult, I had this issue just like I was when I was a child. From the top of my head to the bottom of my feet, it was all over. It was in my hair, my eyes, my ears. I developed alopecia. If you can probably see here, I have locks. But if you could probably see, like I have 2 braids here, because like I said, the eczema psoriasis was so bad that I developed alopecia in my hair. I developed alopecia on my arms. I developed alopecia on my legs. I developed alopecia on the majority of my body. So when I went to get the locks, this part of my hair was too short to lock. I am very grateful that, it is growing back. Once I began to get to the root cause and heal that, and also heal my body on a cellular level, everything just start falling into place. But I also wanted to talk about the importance of really getting to that root cause. If you have small children and they have eczema or they're having some sort of symptom, you really want to get to the root of it. If you have a doctor just only masking it by giving them medicines or putting a giant band-aid on it, I really highly recommend seeing another doctor that's going to help you get to the root cause. So while I was dealing with, my eczema when it got so bad, which is what kept me away, I was not in a good place. I was not healthy at all. Some of the other symptoms that I developed, of course, with eczema, psoriasis, my skin was just really itchy, really compromised. And you can see here on my hand, I scratched it so much where the skin literally came off. And I have this problem in a couple of other areas too. Thankfully it's growing back. Some of the other symptoms I developed was dizziness. I passed out a few times. Passed out one time here, got a big knot the size of a goose egg right here. After that, I learned my lesson and went to sit down. So when I started feeling dizzy, so just the one time I got hurt, my skin was so inflamed, and under my skin, the tissues became so inflamed that my skin literally started leaking fluid. So you can see on this picture here of my neck, it looked like someone threw water on me, where in fact it did not. My skin was just so inflamed that it was leaking water. The tissues were so inflamed underneath the skin. And same thing with my legs. It looks like someone threw water on me, and no, it was just leaking fluid because I was so inflamed. I developed edema from the waist down, just very, very swollen, as you can see on this picture. I lost an extreme amount of weight. I was just thin. I looked very unhealthy. I got very, very, very dark. My tear ducts stopped working. I can feel the fluid building up, but the tears would not fall. My voice changed. Friends and family will call me, not even recognize me, not even know it was me. It was nausea, aggressive vomiting. I developed a heat sensitivity at some point, and I was just exhausted, extremely exhausted. So in addition to learning about cell healing on the cellular level, what I also learned, and what I also pointed out in my first video, is that our body has this amazing ability to heal itself, but we first have to create the right environment that promotes its natural ability to heal itself. That is the mission of my company, and that will also be the purpose of my YouTube video. I will be giving you guys advice and information on creating an environment that promotes your body's natural ability to heal itself. And I hope that you will join me as I continue my journey, because although I'm a lot better than what I was, I'm still not 100% out of the woods yet. So I hope that you guys will join me. I pray that you will start your own journey if you have any health issues. And if you like this video, if you're going to continue watching, I hope that you will subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I hope that you will like my video and share with others. And I hope that I will see you next time. So until then, take care and God bless. Ta-ta!
Heal your body and not your symptoms. Be a survivor, not the victim. Treat your body